Hello humans, I'm the TheAlienDoctor, but you could call me Alien, and welcome back to another video. This is technically my first full 1.18 video, but it's not going to be a normal video. Just to get that quickly out of the way, there will be some normal 1.18 videos coming very soon, but not yet. For now, you're going to have to put up with these shorts until I have more time. Anyway, let's get on with this video, which is actually not going to be a short. So, if you are in my Discord server, then you will probably already know about this, or if you're following me on Twitch, but basically UFO SMP Season 1 has officially started. So UFO SMP is my semi-public Java and Bedrock Edition crossplay server, and we have just reset for Season 1 in the 1.18 Caves and Cliffs update, as you can see over there by that cliff, and there'll probably be a cave. Yeah, and that cave. Yep, caves and cliffs. Yeah, anyway. So obviously you may be a bit confused because it's like reset for Season 1. How does that work? Basically, last season was Season 0 and it was just a tester season. This is the actual beginning, Season 1 and stuff and things. But this is just a video basically to explain a little bit about what UFO SMP is and also the differences in UFO SMP Season 1 compared to Season 0. Also, if you're interested, there will be a world download to UFO SMP Season 0 in the description if you want to download the Season 0 world. But enough about all that, let's actually get on to what UFO SMP Season 1 is going to be about. So the first order of business is this map right here. This is the map of UFO SMP Season 1. This is just the spawn area. So this is actually really zoomed in. I know it all looks really big, but this is actually quite zoomed in and things are going to be quite close together. Like, for example, the medieval area looks way bigger than it actually is in the world. And we will actually hop into a creative copy just to show you this. But basically, what we're going to have this season is different districts. So you can see here, this is where spawn is, and we'll build some sort of spawn structure in the future. However, we're then going to have a futuristic city over here. This island is going to be reserved for some sort of castle build, a pirate cove over here, medieval area over here, and then the shopping district sort of over here. As well as that, there's also an ocean monument here and an ocean monument a bit further down here that you can't really see. And 2 villages. If you're wondering, I am actually over here in this village. What I'm actually thinking of doing is actually making this like the unofficial starter village. I'm not sure yet. This is just where I am kind of basing at the moment, temporarily. For my main base, I intend to build in the futuristic city, and I want to build a starter base in the pirate cove or the medieval area. I haven't really decided yet. And then the castle island is sort of going to be a little bit like a mega base that's sort of going to be shared between people and things like that. That's going to be like a community project. As you can see, there's also plenty of space on the other island, so if other districts begin to pop up, then I'll update this map with like those other districts. So let's say somebody begins building over here and they stop building some other theme, then as long as it's not obviously interfering with these districts, then I'll add it to the map. So this is very flexible and okay to change. Although do bear in mind, if you are building in a district that has already been decided, so for an example, if you build futuristic in the Pirate Cove, your build will get removed because that's just unfair on the people that are actually building in that current district. So there is a little bit of, you know, don't build in the wrong place, but other than that, you should be fine. So the greater majority of this information is in the info channel for UFO SMP on my Discord server, as you can see here, including the IPs, the Bedrock ports, things like that. Also, the application form. If you want to apply, this is where you do it. You click on this link, and as you can see here, it will load up this web page over here that is apparently a little bit broken. But anyway, if you scroll down, then you'll see there's this sort of Google form that's embedded onto the website where you'll be able to answer questions about what is your Discord username, your Minecraft Bedrock or Minecraft Java name. You could actually have 2 accounts on here if you want to, and even link them up. So you could play mostly on Java, but maybe when you're out and you want to play on your phone, you can then play on Bedrock, and you can actually link these accounts as well using an in-game command, as you can see here. You have to be over the age of 13 to actually join the server. This is because you have to be over 13 to join Discord. Joining Discord is actually a requirement, as you can see right here. Obviously, I also ask how long have you been subscribed to me and following me on Twitch. YouTube and things like that. This isn't because I'm necessarily trying to catch you out or anything. Like, if you have only been subscribed to me for a month or something, then I'm not going to not accept you. The only time I won't accept you is if you aren't following me on either platform, because this is meant to be a fan server, not just a random SMP server. If you're interested in an SMP server, then check out Kingdoms Crusade or something. This is like more of a fan server type of thing. This is like a Patreon server, except for it's free to play on. There we go. Anyway, I'm actually going to load into a creative copy now so that we can take a look at some of these districts in more detail in the actual world, and I'll also be able to explain to you some of my ideas for those districts as well. So where do you first spawn in? You'll spawn in looking in this direction. As you can see there, I've spawned in there before. This is just the general area of spawn. Something that I was thinking we could do in the future is make some sort of spawn structure for people to spawn in or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to kind of leave that up to the community. Then as you can see here, we've just got an absolute ton of trees and a couple of cave entrances scattered about as well. On the actual server, lots of these trees have obviously been mined down. This is where a lot of people get their first wood, and a lot of these caves have actually been explored. But you can see here we have got a pretty decent amount of caves and amethyst geodes under here and things like that for people to explore right next to spawn, which is pretty nice. So if we head this way from spawn, so spawn is right there, if we go in this direction, then you'll see the first village. This is the village where I am very temporarily basing for a couple of days, most likely. And this right here is actually the house I am temporarily living in. As I say, that is very temporary though. So this village is actually right at the feet of this massive mountain. So I'm not really quite sure what to do with the mountain. So if you have any suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section down below or in my Discord server, because as I say, I just have no idea what to do with this place whatsoever. So it'd be really nice to hear some of your ideas. One idea I did have is almost like a dwarven mine. I think that could work quite well. As you can see here, it has got a couple of caves as well that we could use to turn into some sort of dwarven mine or something. I don't know. I'm kind of going to leave that up to the community. But anyway, this is the village where I've been temporarily basing for like a couple of days. In fact, by the time this video comes out, I might even have moved. Who knows? Anyway, carrying on around the coastline, eventually you're going to get to the Pirate Cove, which is actually this sort of C shape right here if you look at it from the right angle. So this is the Pirate Cove, and my ideas for here is there'll be, you know, some boats, and you might have like some sort of docks down here for the boats, and then there are a ton of these different caves as well. There's actually a way bigger one over here, and my idea for these caves, and actually kind of why I chose this area to be the Pirate Cove, is because it has this cave as well as a couple of others like this that could very easily be used as sort of a smuggler's cave. I just think that's a really cool idea and would fit really well with the sort of pirate style this area is going to have. And even further on in the coastline, either direction, somebody could build like a little dock or something like that to have like a little village next to it or something. I don't know. As I say, like, there aren't really any ideas that are properly finalized. Those are just a couple of ideas that I've had. And then over here, this is another area that could be used for some sort of smuggler's cave or something. That's just why I chose this coast area to be the Pirate Cove, because it just has so many of these really cool caves and cliffs as well. Let's not forget, these cliffs actually look really, really cool. And then, as you can see right here, there is also this pillager outpost thing. And I'm sure at some point somebody will make this into a raid farm as well. But continuing on in this direction, we have got this island, or that island. That's the island, I think. Yeah, this is an island. Okay, so this island is actually the Castle Island. So this is where there will be a castle mega build on here or something like that. There aren't really any specific plans of what that castle will look like, so if you want to contribute, feel free to. Now, something else that I forgot to point out is that this bit. So this bit is actually going to be the futuristic city. So for reference, over there is spawn, to show you how small this map actually is. Over there is spawn. You can see the mountain over there and the village that I'm temporarily living in. Then over there we've got the Castle Island, and this bit is going to be a futuristic city with spawn over there. And yeah, this will probably need the trees being removed and stuff, and possibly a bit of terraforming with the things like these hills here. But yeah, my idea is to have a futuristic city here, and this is probably where I will end up basing as well, because I have some good ideas for this. But anyway, obviously over there, we had the Castle Island. Over here, this entire island, so this is a much bigger island, is the medieval area. I chose this area because first of all, it's an island, which I thought could be quite cool. But second of all, it already has a village on it, and you know, villages are kind of sort of medieval, so I was kind of thinking a medieval village. Obviously, it is not going to fill this entire island. I only expect it to take up part of the island. However, you could do other stuff like, obviously, I would imagine a medieval village would also have things like farmland. So yeah, there's plenty of space to do whatever. Then heading on a little bit more in this direction, you'll start to see the shopping district in that direction, I believe. Shopping district isn't too important, but let's just head over there real quickly anyway. Yeah, so here it is. Shopping district is sort of divided by this river. So this river here divides the shopping district. This side is the shopping district. This side is not shopping district. We've also got this lovely shattered savanna here. And yeah, that sort of island, this kind of long island, my idea is all to have it shopping district. I don't know what we'll actually do with shattered savanna, or if anyone will do anything with it, but it's there either way. And that's kind of it for all of the areas that I actually have designated an actual district to. Obviously, you are free to build in other areas as well, just please stick to the rules. Speaking of the rules, because I haven't really spoken about them in this video, the rules can be found on the Discord server. I'm not going to go through them because they're mostly common sense. So heading back onto the server now, we have a couple of plugins and a couple of data packs. So the first one, and oh my goodness, that is a lot of zombies. Let's just say hi to MD. So yeah, we have a couple of data packs and a couple of stuff like that. So the first thing is we have one player sleep. So as you can see, MDX Warrior OP is online. If I... Oh. Well, I didn't think this through, did I? Let me kill those zombies. Okay, there we go. So, as you can see, we have one player sleep. So, MDX Warrior is online, but I can still sleep and skip the night. So, linked on Discord is actually all of the plugins and data packs that are used on this server. So, I'll only show you a couple of essential ones. However, if you want to look at like all of them, then you can look on the info channel on the Discord server, which is obviously a requirement to join this server. So, if you are going to be playing on the Minecraft server, you've got to join the Discord server anyway. But something kind of essential that I want to show you is the PvP toggle. So you do /PvP on to actually enable PvP. When you have PvP on, you get these red particles down here to show that your PvP is on. This means you can PvP other players and other players can PvP you. You have to have PvP on to PvP someone else. I said PvP so many times in that sentence, but anyway, that is how it is. And then to turn it off, you just do /PvP off. This also works for Bedrock players, it works for Java players, because obviously this is a crossplay server. Something else that we have is graves. So when you die, your items will be put in a grave, and obviously that just stops them from despawning. So what will actually happen is the grave will spawn when you die, and after half an hour, other players can loot it. After an hour, the items will pop out of the grave, and then you'll have the normal 5-minute timer of them to despawn. It also saves all of your XP, so dying on this server isn't as bad as dying on a normal world. I know some people may consider that to be a little bit cheaty, but if you do, then you don't have to use the graves at the end of the day. Like, you could just not collect your grave or something. But yeah, anyway, and that also means if you die in lava, then your grave will just spawn not in lava. The only thing is, if you die in water, then the grave will pop out all of your items, and yeah, they'll just be floating in the water. But yeah, other than that, it's not that bad. Another thing you can see here is we have a villager has died data pack. This is from Vanilla Tweaks. If you open up the advancement tab and then go to the Vanilla Tweaks, you can see here all of the specific Vanilla Tweaks packs that we have. Something else that you may be able to tell in chat is we actually have custom advancements on here. So we are using the Blaze and Caves advancements pack to add some extra advancements. So as you can see here, we've got redstone, weaponry, farming, building, animals, some other ones. Statistic, adventure, monsters, biomes, and mining. So just a ton of different advancements, which is really nice. And they just add sort of another element to this game, especially if you get bored late game, then you can try and collect every single one of them. As well as that, you can see here, you can actually see some Discord messages in Minecraft and vice versa. So Nice Guy right here is messaging in Discord, and obviously we can see it in game. If I were to message in Discord, he can see in here as well. I do just want to point out as well another plugin that we actually have, as well as a couple of admin plugins. One of the main ones that we use is Core Protect, and Core Protect allows us to check logs. So if you are breaking the rules and stealing, we'll know, because as you can see right here, we have logs of every time somebody removes something from a chest, or every time that somebody mines a block. So I don't know which blocks have been mined. This has been mined. Yeah, so you can see here how many times this torch has been mined. Or not, maybe it hasn't been mined. What about this sign? Well, there we go. You can see there, obviously I place, break, place, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we have logs of everything. So you could literally blow up something. We'll know who placed the TNT, for example. Griefing is just going to be something that's really, really hard to do on this server, because that's not the idea. We don't accept any form of trolling or griefing, and will not hesitate to ban you if you're breaking the rules. So other than that, there's not really too much else that you need to know about this server. It is fully survival. It's Bedrock and Java crossplay. And also, if you're on Bedrock Edition, it will give you Java Edition mechanics. So you'll get Java Edition PvP, and it'll be Java Redstone and things like that. So it is still Java Edition stuff, even if you are playing on Bedrock Edition. Obviously, all of this terrain has been generated in 1.18. This is all 1.18 World Gen as well, which is pretty nice. But other than that, that is the end of this video. So there will be some more normal 1.18 content coming, hopefully very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe today to join the Alien Empire. And if you want to, make sure to apply for UFO SMP Season... Oh, hello. Anyway, make sure to apply for UFO SMP Season 1. Everybody that was on Season 0 is also on Season 1. So that's obviously a good thing if you still want to play on here. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video coming very, very, very soon, hopefully. Bye.